Hello everybody, I hope you're doing alright today. Sorry it's a bit later than usual this week. I had an appointment this morning I had to go to, so got back a bit later and I've just finished lunch. But with that being said, let's crack on with this patrol, shall we? So, I want my traffic uniform. Let's see who's about. So we've got some firearms about. Don't actually have that many traffic parts today. Which is different. Let's get the radio set up. Turn that on. November uniform shows state 1. Any ongoings? Let's go see what vehicles we've got in the garage, shall we, whilst we wait for a response on that. Now, they could have not heard me if there's a problem, or there's just nothing going on for them to report. So we shall have to see. I'm guessing someone in the cells of that cars that's in here. I don't really want no marked car, really. So let's see what the insurance in pound has for us. Yeah. Might have something that's not been claimed yet. Going in popularity of these traffic X5s, a lot more people are using them. I wonder why. It's not great. Well, it looks like I'm off to Vespucci to get a car from there. There's the Astra. Vauxhall Astra. There we are. Elite. Hey mate, how you doing? Try not to walk just in small circles, shall we? Let's get the NPR set up. Actually power up the system. There we are. That's a bit too far zoomed out, I reckon. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, how you doing? Good, yeah, I'm not bad, cheers. Been a interesting one, let's say. A couple of days off work as well, which is nice. Right. Alright, let's get us to Vespucci. Yes, so we should get us a decent car out. Increase that slightly just so that I get a better view of that whole windscreen. So I find that the default one is just really up close and you can hardly see anything if you try driving first person. This way at least you've got a good idea if you're going to hit someone to your near side. Honda. Savaganda. Bruno Clark. So you wanted for... Ooh, Disco Driver. Might worth a tug shortly. Oh, is that Eclipse Boulevard? Rancho heading this way. Oh, interesting. So I may ping behind us, surely. What on earth is happening there? Shots fired near me.
Oh, don't panic.
Shots fired, individual running westbound Vespucci Boulevard. I see one male ascending to the construction site south of Vespucci. Just running there now. Say a left. Still behind him. Just round that pillar. He's hiding behind that pillar, mate. Yep. He's just shot someone. Unfortunately, still up and running.
Shots fired at us as I'm on him.
Unfortunately, I've just got to stay back at the moment because my pistol jammed.
You have one green vehicle when
It, just wait down, did you say?
Straight down.
Received. I'm coming in with a medical aid. Oh, that was a...
Alright pal, can you hear me? He's not responsive.
Hello?
So passionate.
Okay. Yep. Have you secured the weapon just in case?
Yeah, I'm gonna get me in custom cuffs now.
Yeah. Do you want to do that? I'll treat his wounds while you secure the weapon.
Yeah, got it. I'll keep the
Back
weapon
in.
now just for the search record and whatever, but
Looks like you've got him in the chest. I'm gonna have to cut his shirt off and stuff to get a better look at it.
just gonna bring my car around. I'll be back in a minute then.
No worries. Right, man, I'm going to cut your shirt off so I can have a better look at that wound, okay? So it looks like you're bleeding quite a bit from it. The police force in this game I've been in for approaching 3 years now. It's 3 years in May. Okay, so you're bleeding quite a bit from this wound. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be applying some clotting gel to try to reduce the bleeding, okay? It's going to be cold, it's not going to feel very comfortable, but I like to get it under control. There we go, that's good. Right, I'm just going to put a bandage over the top of that as well. Well, there we are.
Oh!
Let's get the bandage on over the top of that. There we are. Okay.
How's he looking? Anything he doing?
I think he only had a single gunshot wound to his chest. I've managed to stop that bleeding, I think. Still not responsive.
Right.
Just going to remove his mask, check his breathing and stuff.
See what we've got here.
Come on, mate, you're with us. Right. No much response here. Someone call the NHS, please. Yep. Right. No response, no breathing by the looks, so I'm going to start CPR.
Not responsive. No officer available, I think.
Right, okay. We'll have to transport him then. Get the bags, we'll stick him in the cars and get him up to the pillbox.
Did he have a vehicle?
He didn't know he was on foot.
Alright. I'll meet you at pillbox.
Right, cracking. Check where I panicked initially. Across the road, there was no person who shot. Check, see if they're still there.
Whereabouts?
Where I panicked across the road from there on Vespucci Boulevard.
Yeah, I got it.
Right, mate, let's get you to the hospital. We can't, unfortunately, we can't treat you yet. November for 1, State 9 to Pillbox Hospital. Turn that volume up a bit so I can actually hear. I'm not sure, mate. What's your in-character name? Because you might have come across me at some point, just not realised it. I do quite a bit of lurking, especially when I'm doing assess patrols. November for 1, State 6, Pillbox Hospital Lower. Right, come on, let's get you upstairs, get you booked in. Mr. Banks, no, I don't think I've actually seen you then. Why have they locked that? Let's unlock that, shall we? They shouldn't be locking those. Yeah, like I said, Doctor. Right, mate, let's get you booked in, shall we? So, don't know your name. Okay, so don't know your name, but fill that out there and get you booked in that way. Okie dokie. So that's not bad. What are we? 17 minutes into the stream, I've already had a shooting. Nice and interesting, I suppose. There is. Okay, mate. Whilst we wait for you to get trained, I'm just gonna have a look through your stuff and seize that firearm.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, screenshot of that. So we need firearm. We need the. I'm going to take the knife from. There's no one's keeping that. What else is in my custody? 41 rounds of ammunition.
Sure, what you want from me, Avian? Body cam wise or anything?
No, that's everything. Thanks. I've think about it forward. Cheers, there.
All good.
Okie dokie, mate. Come on, let's go head outside and I'll get you your rights read to you and make sure you can get your clothes back.
Can't get my stuff though.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll sort that for you in a second. So I need to take you out of handcuffs to do that. Okay, mate. So I'm going to let you know at this moment in time that you are under arrest on suspicion of attempted murder. Time of an individual outside of Vespucci Boulevard, where you shot the individual who was in the blue gown. You've also under arrest for attempt to murder a police officer. Possession of a Section 5 firearm with intent to injure. And possession of a blade article in a public place. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something that you later on in court. Anything that you do say may give grounds for the arrest. I witnessed you shoot an individual on Vespucci Boulevard who was in a blue dress hospital gown. I witnessed you shoot towards officers inside the construction site. Once you were searched, you were found in possession of a pistol and ammunition for said pistol. Furthermore, you're in possession of a switchblade. Then assess the rest of the prompt to affect the investigation of the offence and prevent your disappearance and prevent injury to others. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, sir?
I understand. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm going to take you out of handcuffs. Don't try anything daft.
I'm not.
You can go. You can go get your stuff. Oops. Okay, so that's the taser jammed as well. Tell you what, look at that. Look at the zoning officer. Oh, okay. First of all, I'll stick you back in handcuffs and we'll get you to the police station. We can have a chat about the allegations.
All right.
Okay, just this way.
Where we going?
Well, we're going to. We'll just go down to the garage.
I can't. You need to
No, that's what I'm doing at the moment. There you go. So let's go down to the low pillbox garage. Now, is he going to try to pull a fast one and go to a different floor? The amount of people who do that, it's not even funny. There it is.
Main hospital by accident.
Alright. Okay, okay, mate. Let's get you in the car and we'll get you to the police station. Remember uniform state 9 to Mission Road Police Station 1 in custody. Don't the police pistol and taser last like 24 hours. So the tasers only last 8 hours. The pistols last 24, yeah. What I forgot to do when I came, usually we don't return at the end of the shift. What we do is every time we come back on duty, we'll take a new one out. I, however, forgot to do that because I was rushing a bit because I knew I wanted to get this stream started. So I may have neglected to get a new one out. Ooh, there's some firearms about, so I might be able to patrol with them afterwards as well. I believe there's also a court case going on at 5 o'clock too, which should be interesting. It's free. What's his call sign? Trojan 60. November uniform 1 Trojan 60.
60, go ahead.
Any chance of a ride along?
Not at the moment, no. We're going to be going on a deployment for the thingamajiggy.
The court case with that thingamajiggy be?
Exactly.
Yeah, no worries. Thought I'd ask you. Cheers though.
Where's...
That'll be no for that then. Anyone know who Samuel is?
G-suits. I really made 2 prison.
Okay, so I'm locked in prison. I want 25k, or I'll beat up this group. Yeah, let's see how well. Well, like us are right now, yeah.
In regards to
Oh, cinnamon!
ignore Cinnamon because she's
Absolute
fake reports.
character she is. She got beaten up by her quite badly recently. Okie dokie, mate. Won't be long, we'll get you booked in, get you some food and drink, because you're probably hungry and thirsty after that.
Yeah.
You were quite badly hurt. Right, it's just this way. Well.
Yep.
Where? There we go. Okay, it's just. Oh, let's wait there. There's someone in there at the moment. We'll have to wait our turn.
Real quick, and you'll be done in like the next 30
Yeah.
seconds.
You said that 30 seconds ago.
Do you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, I'm aware.
Right, through here now. Okay, mate. Have you had your fingerprints taken before?
Yep. It's Gustavo
Okay.
Mendes.
Oh, Mr. Mendes, nice to meet you again. You know the jig then. I've got... What I'll also do whilst we're here, I'm going to do a gunshot residue test. So just get this swab and I'll just run it over your fingers and we'll just do a test for any gunshot residue. So yeah, as I said, there is gunshot residue there. I saw you shooting, so I didn't expect it to be anything different. Right, now for the fingerprints, I'll do each finger one at a time and gently apply a little bit of pressure just as I do it. It might be a bit uncomfortable, but I will be as gentle as I can. Okay, mate, let's get your books in, shall we?
Yeah.
Have you grown your hair since last time I met you?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't recognise you. Let's go to self all right then, just so we're not interrupting those chaps. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you probably know these off by heart by now, but I've got to remind you, so whilst in custody of certain rights and entitlements, you do have the right to free and independent legal advice. Now, that is what it says on the tin. It's completely free and independent of the police and all prosecuting services. Would you like me to contact a solicitor for you?
Nah, it's alright.
Okay. You've got the right to food, drink, and medical aid. Do you require any of those?
No.
Okay. You've got the right to have someone informed that you're under arrest. Do you want anyone informed that you're under arrest?
Nope.
Okay, finally got a right to see a written copy of the police codes of practice in any language. Would you like that at all?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to give you an initial search now in section 54 page, looking for anything you're not allowed in custody.
Yeah, I got lockpicks.
Yeah, I know, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. You've got a lot of pictures, you've also got the phone and radio.
All good, all good.
Yeah, okay, I'll step out. If you come to the cell doors, I'll then take your handcuffs off you.
Alright.
I just want to face away for please. Thank you very much. There we are. Okay, I'll write out this paper as quick as I can. I don't like people who've been stuck in the cells if I can avoid it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right, so now the long, somewhat boring task of writing up paperwork. So I'll copy his fingerprints and paste them in there. Your report, start fresh, generic. Add that. Gustavo Mendes, creating report. The date today is the 9th, I believe. Yep, 9th. So 09/03/2024. And the offence is going to be 2 times attempted murder. 1 times really caps lock. Attempted murder. Possession of a firearm. Possession. Article. So, right, officers. I will get rid of that because I will not be adding the officers as via linked data. Suspect on Gustavo Mendes. Crime location is Bucci Boulevard. Victim. Crown. Who's the firearms officer again? Dalton Howard. Dalton Howard. Unknown male. Civ. Report. So it's going to be at around 15-20 hours on Saturday, 9th of March 2024. Suspect Avion Solar was on night patrol under call. Oh, I don't know. My fingers are absolutely freezing at the moment because my car heater is a bit iffy, so it's typing is a real
The
struggle.
big one, just ignore any dispatches from
Call
Bolingbroke.
sign.
All the G6 are fine. Cinnamon crust.
November Uniform 1. The suspect was seen shooting in. In fact, I'll release that. So November Uniform 1. Driving. I wasn't driving, it was stationary at the traffic light between Boot Boulevard and I'm pretty sure it's Power Street. Let's just have a quick look. So yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, it's Power Street. I was right. Yeah, Power Street. Just shoot. Oh no, male. Oh no, male. Firearm. CRA. So activated his panic button and began to follow the suspect at a safe distance as they entered the construction site. While in the construction site, the suspect fired at officers before being shot by PC Dalton Howard. First aid was rendered by CI Solar and the suspect taken to Pillbox Hospital where his belongings were searched, finding SS pistol, switchblade, and it was 41 rounds of ammunition. 41 rounds ammunition was arrested once he had received his treatment, and then hey kid, how you doing? Sorry, I've only just noticed your message. I was focused on this report, that's all. Was arrested once he's received treatment and then transported to Official Police Station where he was identified via fingerprints and gunshot residue found on him. Suspect chose not to exercise any of their rights. Okie dokie, so we've got them added. Let's go for search officers. So, I know I was there. I know Dalton was there. Who else looks like the clock's onto it? So we have Sierra 2. Who is Sierra 2? Sierra 2 is no longer on duty, so I have no idea who it was. I probably should. No. Oops. Yeah, not bad, cheers. Been a busy little morning, but hey ho, what can you do? So I know we were both there, so I'll leave it at that for now. So, murder. Attempted murder times 2. We're going to go with firearm. Blade. Okay, so that's what I'm actually going to give him. Now, I'm considering giving him some credit for the time. I'm not actually giving him for full 720 most, but his roleplay's been crap, and usually we take that into consideration. If you're going to roleplay well with us, then we usually give you some leniency, but I don't know. Let's have a look at what his record's like. Evidence is going to be body worn video, AV on solar. Search record. There's no vehicles involved. So I will submit that now. Murderer, well, attempted murderer. He can't prove he actually killed anyone, unfortunately. That's the other individual had gone by the time we got back there. So, dangerous driver, no, so nothing. Use of firearm with intent to resist arrest. There we are. Offensive weapons. So, I'm thinking quite a substantial sentence. Let's have a look at his other one, shall we? Oh, that's more like it. So there we are. Fresh kill, GBH shot. Right, I see no reason to go below the minimum at the moment. Okay, mate. So let's have a quick chat, shall we, about your actions.
Yo.
So, I witnessed you shoot the individual on Vespucci Boulevard. Why did you do that?
He said some stuff that I don't want to repeat
Okay.
about my mother.
Alrighty, so
I'm doing
you
stuff
thought it'd be
without
so you thought it'd be a good idea to just shoot him? Yeah, there's a police car literally just there.
I know, but here's what it is.
Okay. Why did you feel need to fire back at officers then after that?
Because I just wanted to be left alone, to be honest. But you guys wanted to.
I mean, we've just witnessed you
I know.
shoot someone, mate. We
Yeah,
can't just let that slide, can we?
No.
All right, mate. So what I'm going to do, you're going to be charged today with following offences: 2 times attempted murder for attempting to kill that individual of a Vespucci Boulevard, and then attempted to kill that police officer; possession of a Section 5 firearm; and possession of a blade arson in a public place. Now, I'm going to give you some credit that you're probably aggravated by what the individual said. So I will give you credit of 25% for that. So the maximum I can give you is 720 months. I will knock 25% off that, which, if I just worked it out, where's the phone? I'm sure it's got a calculator on it. So calculator, quick time, quickly.
Slightly off. Not sure if my maths is too correct, but
Close enough. It drops to 540. Okay. Do you think that's fair?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, cracking it. So if you stand up face away, in fact, 1 second. Let's see if there's any group 6 who can come to you. There's a couple. I'll see if I can grab them for you. 1 second.
The guys.
Yep. I'll let you know what I have.
I was about to say, because I know what freak they're on.
Okay, there you sound like the busy. All right, mate. If you stand up face away, I can put you in the handcuffs and we can we'll get you to the prison. There we are. God, this was a bit of an easy one. All right, mate. Come on, let's get you booked in, shall we? So, other than this, how's your day been?
Yeah, it was alright.
All right, yeah. Been up to much?
No, I really haven't had time to do much. I
Fair.
haven't really been about in the city until that last hour.
This way, mate.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, this way. This is where I've parked the car. I mean, it's not a great way for you to start your day, is it? Shooting someone and then getting caught immediately. Oh,
It is what it is, but I still think it's worth it for that guy.
that's fair. I mean, I can't condone violence like that. Right, okay, I'm just going to put this in evidence. I'll be back with you in a second.
Yeah.
Now, something I've learned in the past is I do know it's not to travel to prison with any evidence on me in case we get ambushed. prefer like this firearm one up to be in the evidence locker where it's nice and relatively safe. Nice pistol. Lockpicks, that's fine. Pistol rounds. I'll quickly run upstairs and grab myself a new weapon as well because, let's face it, if he'd have turned to what he's gonna be, I would have been fucked then. I don't like being in that position. It's a very vulnerable position to be in. November earphone, do you know what time's court cases?
4 PM, I believe.
Let's see, if this PSU been authorised, you know? Oh, where PSU has been authorised?
Not too sure, but myself being Delta Charlie 5 is going to be covert outside just to make sure.
Okay, I will do a quick chase up on that shortly. Oh dear. Right. Alrighty. November Youth 1, State 9 to Bolingbroke 1 per se. Okie dokie, so we've got the court case going. It's turned out to be quite interesting. I watched the first half, and that was Denise Lungley's trial, and they've deferred the sentence for that till today. It's bingo as well, so it's probably going to kick off. I want to do some digging to make sure PSU isn't authorised for it. And if it has, then... let's see. What's classic avian? Sorry, I was focused on not crashing and killing everyone. I raided your house? Did I? What was I doing 2 days ago that might have meant I kicked a door in? Don't know. I remember I kicked a couple of doors in last week. I don't know. Don't remember kicking any doors in recently.
Why don't you guys ever take the shortcut? I've been G6 always takes it.
I think we're held to a high standard when it comes to G6 in regards to driving.
I've seen
House
Santos
on
go really
Bunter.
good.
I mean, I'm sure they do, but driving wise, I like to hold myself to quite a high standard with it.
Well, right now you're going on the you were just on the wrong side of the road.
I know, but I was trying to get around that vehicle. God, blimey. Always a critic.
Oh. No, it's...
Romeo might to sit 5 to prison.
No, I can't really talk. I had to do a driver's
Ignore the
test.
dispatch, it's most likely from
Do my practical at Marina.
Kinnaman Cross.
When's that?
No, I did it. I did it.
Oh, you did it. I thought you said you had this to do.
No. Is it James? I think it was James Miller.
He's just bored and wants attention.
Oh, how did it go? Did you pass?
Yeah, 0 reminders. When you're such a criminal, mate, you get very good at driving.
Well, I know I've met some criminals who are very bad drivers.
Yeah,
Mind you, they're saying that there's some officers that are very bad drivers.
I know where to go.
I know you do. I think I've taken you up here a few times.
Maybe. To be fair, I did retire for a bit. my criminal lifestyle.
Oh, on. House on Marabunta that I read recently. You sure it was me doing it?
Before you send me away, I need my phone and radio.
Yeah, I know, don't worry.
No, fair enough. Because a lot of feds really forget to do this bit.
There you
On
go.
my SNS.
Nice try. There you go. Okie dokie, so it's going to be, where's the report number? 46610. $530 months. Suspect name G. Mendez. There you go. Now, I have a worry when I always worry when that goes off behind because it means there's someone else with a weapon around here. Now it could be group 6. It could. So, have a mute phone. Disregard the last one. I'm at prison. There's no one shooting into it.
Yeah, it's just a ginger lady. So
Say again.
it's just cinnamon ginger lady.
Ah.
It just. I wish we could block numbers from making dispatches, but unfortunately.
Right, let's get back to Mission Row. The court starts in 7 minutes, so let's see if we can find out if PSU's been authorised or not for this. I hope it has. Close the door, shall we, as well. And I'm going to kit it with my batting gun and my riot gear. Get a van out as well, probably. Of course, there's a fair chance we're going to have at least one person going to Bolingbroke after this.
Delta India 5 are currently at the courts outside.
Received. What's the vibe like there?
Multiple bingo members here, a lot of people inside trying to get in. Not too much hostility at the moment.
Received. Would you possibly do some quick inquiries to see if PSU's been authorised for it?
Received, will do.
Shit! Bloody taxi drivers! Whoa, that was close. Yeah, I know it was authorised. It was authorised for the last bingo one. If it's not already authorised, then I'm just going to authorise it myself because, quite frankly, we need it. Last time there was shootings going on at the trial, so I will chase down Pollop's lead and poke him. Yeah, this is what happens when I'm trying to read my chat while driving. It's like, hey, we'll see if it's you in the TSG team. Well, I don't know, maybe. I don't usually go for that. I'm actually trying to join firearms at the moment, as I probably mentioned before, but hopefully my ride-alongs will be coming to an end soon and I will be given the training. So I won't really be attending PSU deployments then. I've done a few of them. I mean, I was the one who founded PSU because one day we came on the server and they'd been updated. Oh, you have PSU gear. Oh, okay. I happened to be the head of frontline at the time, so it's a case of, right, well, I'm gonna have to sort this out, aren't I? Right. Chase down. Julian. So I'm gonna go eat kitted up. Tea first. Tea is important. It would be nice if they just had a standard tea, not just the festive stuff. So I am more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. Put that on. Need 20 rounds of beanbag ammunition. November Uniform, be advised, PSU is going to be authorised for the bingo trial. Anyone who wishes to attend the bingo trial move to frequency 4. Frequency 4.
Charlie 5 and Delta and D5 on 3.
November Uniform 3.
Advise, we are wearing suits, black in colour with red hats, black and red hats, sorry.
Received. Are we aware what channel the counter-terrorist team's on? That's the word I was looking for. CTS4, that's what I was looking for. It's also part of... I'll go upstairs and do that in a minute. So, PSU.
Repeat last. What we were in that situation.
Any idea what frequency the CTS4 guys are on?
No clue at this time.
You guys off to the trial?
I don't know what's going on, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's a CTS4 thing for the trial, wondering if you guys want us on the same frequency, that's all.
Give Ben Radish a call.
Yeah, well, it. Where's Radish?
Hello, mate. How are we doing?
Yeah, not bad. Don't worry, I'm not asking for a ride along this time.
No, you're all good. What's up?
Yeah, I'm coming to the trial now. PSU's been authorised for it.
Oh,
Do you want us on the same channel as you, or do you want us on a separate? You've also got two. Well, at the moment it's just me. I've not drummed people up yet. There's also two detectives unmarked outside as well.
Do you know what they're wearing? By any chance?
Suits are on frequency 4 at the
Are
moment.
they wearing the red suits though? So
Yeah.
no worries. If you get enough people to the point where you might be chatting, if you don't mind going on 3K or something, we're on 9. If it's just you, feel free to look online if you fancy.
Yeah, no, it's like I'll put in a dispatch now for it, and I'll be heading up in a moment.
Sounds. Let me know what you decide.
Right, in a bit. See you, Charlotte. I was looking at the courthouse at the moment.
Everyone's inside at the moment. G6 are on the doors. I believe upstairs is closed for the time being. We've got Delta Charlie 1-2 on the stairs with G6.
So I'm after the Ranger. Risty, I think it's just going to Miko and PSU wise. Not that Ranger, that's an MPO Ranger. I want a frontline Ranger. Go on, where are the Ford Ranger? I'm actually going to miss the Ranger when it's gone. Because I think they're quite nice looking. They're horrible to drive, but I think they look nice. God, it's a white one. Oh well. Doesn't look as cool, but he'll do the job.
Disregard that's for the playboy.
November Youth 1 of 3. Just sounds like it's just me and the two detectives.
No worries.
Do you want them on this frequency or you want them to remain somewhere else?
Yeah, we'll leave it to them to decide, mate. It's no worries either way.
Received, I'll just inform them. Stand by. November Youth 1 of Freak. CC4 is on Freak 9 if you want to head to that, chaps. That received? November Youth 1 moves Freak 9.
Gary's in the courtroom. Jesus.
The fill in the black is on the other side of a green truck, though I can't see if he's gotten in or not.
No, he's at the driver's side door. Bob, if you want him in the driver's seat. We'll chat to each other.
You're a Rural Ranger. I think you'll say it says Los Santos Police Service on it. Don't worry, I'll bring it back in one piece, just the other one wasn't fueled, as usual.
One blacked out person.
Right.
Running, oh, sorry, that's. Maybe it didn't look like it was weird.
Kate Anderson arriving now. Walk out the,
Afternoon, mate.
Afternoon.
Yep.
after
Do you,
that police cut
do you
us
need to search me?
No. You
I think I might be carrying a couple of weapons.
Off each other, but
Yeah,
that the
I
black
think
bag is
that's
never
reasonable.
Loads
Yeah.
of
Let
out.
me open the door for you, or you got keys?
Is there any chance you can sit upstairs?
With the bag coming into the
Yeah, I
courthouse.
can let you upstairs.
Just it gives me an overview, that's all.
Yeah, I believe we've kept it closed off
The front two doors.
Search from what,
to
sorry?
the public, so
It just.
Yeah, I was made aware of that. It allows us to get, basically I get a clean line down with the beanbag, that's all. And also tear gas, if needed.
Ignis, slightly pink, slightly purple, which is right
Yeah.
by means.
Oh, if this is the only door I don't have keys to.
Like, if anyone wanted to come in now, they'd have to go.
Send dispatch if it's needed.
Let anyone else in downstairs.
Section
You can just hold on.
161633 of the road traffic.
Okey-dokey.
1988 failure to stop for police. And section
Turn
2
that
road
down a
traffic.
bit.
Okay.
Let's have a watch, shall we?
1988
So,
dangerous driving. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty. I've never done anything.
Okay.
I'm innocent.
Okay. Prosecution. You may
see
begin.
first person as well. Right. Sit down for an interesting trial then.
So again, sorry.
Ready? CB15 UDT. Gonna phone Delta Tango.
Jude back.
Your Honour,
Okay.
today brings me no great privilege or pleasure in any
Caller
way.
ST, I think it is, arrived. Two up
Today-
on the right, these can't see the rear two seats.
Both the victim
Two
and
lads, pretty much the casual
the defendant in
robbing
this
fit, I would say, I think.
troublesome case
Masks, motorcycle helmets,
were
bags.
previously colleagues
Good old
and
candy
friends
cane.
of mine.
Gonna work through that stock.
Got a plate somewhere.
The facts of the case are that at some point
Lewis.
on the 26th of January, between
No,
6 p.m. on the 26th of January and 27th, Saturday the 27th of January,
Just heads up, and Merrick's
the
going to
defendant
be driving around the area
caused the
in his
death
Tesla, I believe.
of Mr. Philip Ledbury.
That's lies. He was alive.
The prosecution considers that the defendant intended to end the life of the victim
Trying to get a
due
PID
to
of the
the
driver
fact,
of the Ignis, but
due to the nature of the
never see
wounds
the
that were
passenger. It's nice to see
inflicted
one loud body fit.
on the victim and the location that this incident took place. This incident took place at Pillbox Hospital.
Manchester Scour arrived, parked up. I see one motorcycle with black hoodie, different to that from before.
If Mr.
Just watch
the
now.
victim had received the medical care that he so urgently needed, then he could still be with us today. Instead of getting that, Mr. Ledbury, the critical medical care that he needed, the defendant took the victim from the hospital.
Just looking there, see who we've got in the crowd. So, I can see Lucy Webb there. Not sure
Few
who
days
is
later,
what. Well, he's 3 bingo members.
the defendant was arrested. In the course of that arrest, he committed the other lesser offences that are contained in the list that you just read out. And after his arrest, upon being spoken to, the defendant took us to the site where Mr. Ledbury's body had been buried.
I see one lad, green suit jacket. I see one female, pink hair. Towards the door slowly.
That concludes the opening statement from the prosecution.
Pulling up behind him now, Trackhawk. Just the same.
Well,
Got a little
defense.
pin in his jacket. Parked over incident with the boot.
I'm not telling them
Your
because I
Honour,
want to
today
hear
I
what
hope
they've
to
got to say.
demonstrate that the defendant Gary Fisher was not, as the prosecution seemed to be painting him, a cold, calculated killer who struck down his former colleague in a premeditated attack, but rather a man who, steeped in a crisis of mental health, struck out one of his one of his former co-workers, and in that crisis was extremely conflicted on what to do. The prosecution have put forward that had the defendant not denied
Interestingly, going for grosser,
victim the
going for
critical
diminished
care,
responsibility by the sounds of it,
wouldn't have died.
which is manslaughter.
But I believe that the evidence will show that Gary was stuck in a struggle between himself and the stress and mental illness that has been facing him for quite a while now.
One thing before we begin, defense. Do you have anything to support this mental health claim?
We did at one point have an NHS member who was able to medically examine Mr. Fisher. However, we have not been able to attain her contact details prior to the case being arranged.
Oh dear, that's not great. So the way the court works in
Fair enough. In that case, let's
in this city,
unsupported allegation, shall we?
they require medical evidence of something like that. So we're talking, they'll have to go to the NHS, have an appointment, and have something diagnosed,
So, prosecution
and something to back it up. Otherwise, they'll probably just get thrown out.
Bring forth your first witness.
So his diminished responsibility is very likely to fail on that one.
So our first piece of evidence relates. First piece of evidence is Papalima-01, which relates to the identification of the suspect in the following pieces of evidence. So Papalima-01 is a copy of the defendant's photo, identifying him as the individual in the following piece in the CCTV evidence that has been attached to the case. The distinguishing features of the person are I'm not sure if it's actually a tattoo or what it is. The very well. Let me word it this way: the very distinct nature of the appearance of the defendant's face, and also his hairstyle and distinctive blue tints on top of his hair.
Right, guys, access to Danny Hunter. I will check affiliations now.
This could be aided, Your Honour, if you're willing to put the image up on the screens for everyone in the gallery and for the defence team to be able to see.
And,
Would that be nice? So some of the they've had for a while, but there's quite a few more of them in this courtroom, is the fact that all these TV screens can be used to display images, which is
no
quite
offence
nice.
was intended. Defendant, sorry. no offense was intended.
I've been insulted. My solicitor's been insulted. This is really, really bad.
Oh dear. So just taking the time to get it up for him. Resisting the urge to shout, pipe down, Barry. It's an interesting serum, I've not actually noticed that one before. The little face. That's a different one. Oh dear.
Okay, let's see if it wants to work. If it wants to work, it'll work. If not, then I'm sure the defense can view it. I'm sure the defense can view it.
That's interesting. If it wants to work, it'll work. If it don't, it don't.
Defend. Right. Okay, the court screens do not appear to be playing ball today.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
In order to move on, I'll leave it open now for the defence to raise any objections to the evidence that that the prosecution is putting forward that clearly identifies the defendant in. That will clearly identify the defendant in the preceding CCTV piece of evidence that we are yet to present.
I object. That's a black screen. It's not me.
Oh dear. Not going to go well for you guys. You're doing stuff
you
like
are
that.
not permitted to object. That is for your attorney.
Oh, the judge agrees with me. Oh dear.
Are people satisfied that contained within the disclosure is a likeness of the defendant, and as Exhibit 1?
Just wondering seeing if I can get this on screen for you guys so you can see it as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Next piece.
Thank you, Your Honour. Right, we will now move to evidence number Papalima-02. Papalima-02 is CCTV.
Not browser source, is it? No, it's
captured from just outside Vespucci
Police
Station.
Right.
Within the CCTV clip, it can be seen. It starts by showing the victim, DC Ledbury, walking out of Vespucci Police Station. Talking to somebody
let's
on
go
the
with
phone.
Chrome.
It shows him getting into a vehicle. He then begins to drive away, but then circles back and
There we go.
parks his car outside.
That's the image of it.
Outside the Vespucci
curious.
Police Station in the parking there.
Go mute that.
Well, later, an individual that we believe to be the defendant arrives, driving a taxi car with a very distinctive pizza delivery livery on it. He's dressed in a dark suit.
It is, my friend. What's up?
And for several minutes holds
undercover, covert
a conversation with the defendant.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
There's 6 minutes and 30 seconds in Papalima-02. The defendant can be seen withdrawing a knife from somewhere on his person and holding it towards the victim.
We need police presence inside the courtroom.
And the conversation
you guys are just
continues.
undercover, you know?
He later then puts that knife away.
We do have marked CTs.
And they then begin, they
the balcony.
then
Oh,
continue
right, no
the
worries.
conversation.
We're just standing by outside.
You can also be seen in that clip the defendant,
If you're
who
aware,
is an ex-detective constable, until sometime in mid-January, I think it was. I can't remember the exact date. I can get that for you if that's required. I don't think it's particularly relevant though.
Oh yeah, I see.
To the evidence that we're presenting.
I'm curious what
The defendant is seen putting on CID ballistic
how many of those
vests
down there
and
are actually undercover officers.
which stands for police.
Actually, no, there is another member of Bingle there, Benny. I've just
So the
noticed as
nature of
well.
this
It's 4 bingo at
evidence
least.
is showing that the defendant met with the victim on what we believe to be the day that he passed away. It also shows that in no point
Why is she moved back?
did the victim appear to be
That raises alarm bells
feel
for me.
under any kind of threat from the defendant.
Where's she gone now?
And at no point did the victim do anything, any
I thought she
action
just left the room or had to pop her head.
to cause to cause the defendant to feel the need to actually pull a knife out and hold it towards the victim. Defense will now, prosecution will now hand over to the defense.
All right. Defense.
I have but 2 quick points to make about the statement prosecution just made. Firstly, prosecution mentions that they believed the CCTV to be from the day the victim passed away. Could we just receive some clarification based on if they know that to be a fact, whether it was from the day the victim passed away, or is there any doubt about it, as their statement seemed to imply? And also, just because, as prosecution have mentioned, although there was no visible confrontation from Mr. Ledbury's part, that does not mean it could not have been verbal, as the CCTV has not captured audio, unfortunately.
So, in response to the defendant's point about the date that the CCTV was captured, in future pieces of evidence that we have to present today, those being Papa Lima-03 and Papa Lima-04, these will...
1 second. Group 6, there's a person in a mask. Can they be escorted out?
Judge, I believe they just head popped and they've just returned. I'll get them to remove it promptly.
Alright, very well. If it's off, then fine. Oh.
I mean, it is the same person I was just commenting, so yeah, I think that's a fair to ask them to take it off.
Thank you, Your Honour. Yeah, as I was saying, in future pieces of evidence, Papa Lima-03 and Papa Lima-04, these continue the timeline of events that led up to the victim's death. And going off of, I mean, these events can be considered to be, to have happened over a fairly short time span. So that's why we can say with some confidence that the CCTV, although it's not date stamped, it's highly probable that
Trojan 2 is off for 1.
These events that I've just presented, presented within evidence, Papa Lima-02 did in fact happen on the date
the
in
basement
question.
door that goes to the cells. Just check that side and just be in the area in case something kicks off and you need to pursue.
We're just out at the front right now.
That's brilliant.
Just chill on the. I don't know if this is relevant or anything, but
And
there's a
there,
black salt and
okay, and no one is making any contest that the person in the video is the defendant.
No, defense counsel not making any objections to that.
If something kicks off and we need to chase.
Oh, interesting. So he's got not guilty, but then he's not contesting the fact that it's him. Interesting one, that.
Alright, so is that everything with that piece of evidence?
Yellow or something.
Right, next.
Okay, so moving on to Papa Lima-03. This is CCTV captured from outside Vespucci Police Station. We believe as prosecution that these events
Oh, photos.
captured in this short clip occurred a short time after the events of Papa Lima-02. However, this time an instance happened, as the victim can be quite clearly seen lying injured on the floor, still within the parking bays outside Vespucci police station. The person with the victim at the time is quite clearly the defendant. Again, you can identify them by their distinctive features, and the same vehicle that the defendant was seen arriving at that location in Papa Lima-02 is still present. We believe, although we cannot prove, that the injuries the victim suffered were those referenced in the medical report, which we shall obviously introduce a little bit later. Thus causing him to collapse into the floor.
I'm in the area
in pain.
for patrol.
Pass over to the defence.
Is it locked? No, it's not locked. Worth keeping an eye on that if it's not locked. It's a bit of a weakness.
The same injuries as seen on the medical record. I believe it. The prosecution themselves are claiming that it cannot prove something that creates more of a reasonable doubt that something might have occurred.
Well, in some ways I will agree with the defence. However, the only thing it's introducing unreasonable doubt into is that those are the injuries that the defendant inflicted upon the victim.
It's leaving the court now.
The defendant isn't on trial for inflicting those particular injuries. He's on trial because he quite clearly inflicted another injury, a catastrophic injury on the victim, which caused his death.
A search and found with the knife.
Prosecution rests on that piece of evidence.
Your Honor, if I may have 1 minute just to take a look at the medical report.
Anyone on the top floor, just peer over and look at what Karen's up to.
Can have a look if you want, Sam. I'm not too far from
I'm saying someone on the top floor just peers over the edge and looks.
As stated in the medical report, the cause of death
Like
was a
she's drawing
combination of large
something.
and deep cuts, and smaller stab wounds found on the abdomen. I believe that if we are arguing the factual causation of a murder, it should be on the prosecution to prove that.
Can't quite see what she's drawing from here.
Significantly contributed to death were all caused by the defendant, and that the significant doubt that the prosecution have themselves have raised seems to create reasonable doubt to me. Thank you.
Understood.
I'll do the knife just sitting in a car next
Can
to
you hear me
mine.
okay, Your Honour?
Yes.
Okay.
Driving up slowly now.
Given the nature in that medical report, I think it's pretty clear to even people who aren't doctors or medically trained that a deep cut to the neck, thus
Excuse me.
severing an artery which would cause catastrophic blood loss, was the main
Who's the gentleman
catalyst
in
in
the green
the death
jacket? How did he get in?
of the victim.
He has keys, so not too sure.
These smaller wounds that
Oh, it's from this
the
angle.
victim had suffered would not,
Not clear.
in my opinion, have caused the victim's death to be so rapid, and but therefore, as later
Get the
evidence
camera
shows,
okay, close.
the defendant and another accomplice taking the victim away from Pillbox Hospital.
Looks like Karen's trying some explosions, fire, some dead people.
Your Honor, if I may object.
I don't see exactly what's going on.
I'm just looking through my camera lens at the moment.
Your Honor?
Overseas, you do run a really weird talking in first person.
Your Honor, if I may object to what the prosecution's
Right. Try again. We got as far as.
Gotta
I
love
may
stuff
object
like
to
this.
what the prosecution is saying. You were saying?
yes, if I may object to what the prosecution said, it appears to me that my learned friend is making medical opinions that he is not qualified to state. As he is suggesting that that one of the stab wounds was the major contribution to the death. However, the medical report provided by the prosecution does not state which one was the main cause of death.
Just leaning against the wall, over the road from the car park in area. Okay. You were very convincing, sir.
Objection is sustained.
Knife is just circling the main car park a few times. So that sort of grey, local, classic car. Someone making a return. 3 lads before, now with a 4 for the rear right.
One's getting out.
Is there anything? Is there anything? Prosecution?
Hands are empty again.
I can't hear you.
Got out in a
There we go.
suit
That's
with a
better. I
puffer
can hear you.
jacket on top.
Yes.
Okay.
Towards the entrance now. One is still in the passenger side, and one is now in the driver's seat.
Sorry, the defense.
Driver's seat for them, so he's a passenger. Oh, he's driver's seat. My correction, sorry.
So,
walking towards the main entrance.
am I
now.
right in that? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused at what exactly is being argued.
Gotcha.
Are they arguing that
Driver's hands are still empty in that car?
the wound or the injury that the victim suffered to his neck wasn't the major cause of death, according to the medical report?
Your Honor, if I may explain to my learned friend what I meant.
Transfer.
Go ahead.
So what I meant in my objection is that you were making statements saying that one of the injuries was the major cause, the main cause of death, and my objection was on the basis of the fact that you were not qualified to make those observations, as you are not a medical expert.
Okay, Your Honor, may I read the cause of death that is stated in the medical report?
Michael, check affiliation.
Please do, but I think please. Right.
Apologies, Your Honor.
Someone's remaining at the car park now.
Please do, but I think if we're going to have an extended sidebar, if we're going to have an extended conversation about this piece of evidence, this medical report, I think we should perhaps introduce it into evidence, or bring it forward, and we can discuss it now. Or
that car is 4 up. That's all, isn't it? Still.
Yeah.
They're waiting for. They just.
Apologies. Let me just get the evidence number from my
been here
notes.
a few times. They were doing a car transfer. I'll tell you that. Come back maybe 2 or 3 times in total.
Okay, so we're going to flip forward to evidence number Papa Lima-09, which is the medical report supplied by the NHS that details the injuries suffered by the victim and which gives the likely cause and time of death of the victim. So if it pleases Your Honour, and if there are no objections from the defence team, I will go ahead and read out aloud for Your Honour and for everyone else that's in the courtroom today the stated cause of death that senior paramedic Christopher Loveridge, who performed the autopsy, has stated in his report.
Very well.
Like someone stepping off west.
So in his report,
South Dorset ways. Sure, everyone's aware that's a black
Mr.
GTO. I
Loveridge
imagine you'll see circling soon. Is
has written
covert lad.
cause of death:
So that'll be myself.
large and deep cut to the neck. Smaller stab wounds were found on the abdomen, which implies to me, admittedly a non-expert in the medical field, but that would imply or suggest to me and to I think any other reasonable person that in fact the cause of death was the large and deep cut to the neck that the defendant will be seen to be making on the victim in a later piece of evidence but also acknowledging that smaller stab wounds were in fact found on his body.
Your Honor, if I may object.
Basis.
The prosecution is again claiming that one of the wounds was a more significant cause of death than the other, when the medical report does not state that. If that was indeed the facts, the medical report should have been presented forward with those facts stated. However, since since the medical report does not state which one of the stab wounds was the major cause of death, we should not be assuming things like that, as we are not medical professionals and we do not have a medical professional on hand to testify in expert testimony.
Where's the defendant going?
Fisher, you okay?
What is happening right now? Gary, please sit back down.
Last Avian, what's happening?
Defendant just got off and start wandering around.
Yeah, the defendant is having a medical episode again, where he's apparently seeing the deceased officer at the side of the courtroom, and now he's talking to him.
Mr. Fisher, will you return to your seat, please?
Now he's talking about killing the judge.
Gary, please sit back down.
Yes, in that case, we're getting
Your Honor,
restrained.
At this time, just due to Mr. Fisher's behaviour and what he's been saying, the prosecution would like to put an application forward for handcuffs in the courtroom, please. In fact, I have just heard him say the 3 words of "kill the judge."
Right, good, interesting.
No, I do not have any objections.
All right, granted.
Can you wait for the judge, please, chaps?
Fuck the judge. Yeah,
Gary, calm down, Gary.
All right, okay.
World star!
Alright, sorry about that.
Really upset to do anything.
All right, Miss.
Advise back guns and tears deployed inside the courtroom to subdue him.
All right.
Just hold him there for a second.
We're good.
Reynold.
Right. All right, Mr. Right, return him to his seat. Verdict will be pronounced at the close of hearing.
Oh dear, he's just, yeah. That's not going to go well for him.
All right.
Silver car, come on.
Right. So.
We'll just stay to his side just in case.
So, I believe we were discussing a piece of evidence. We were discussing 09.
Right, Your Honour. I'm not really sure what the basis of the defence's objection is when it quite clearly states in the medical report that the cause of death was the cut and
Oh.
Should let me know.
The basis of...
Do you want to go to the other side so we've got both angles downstairs covered? I've just had to deploy my baton.
The objection is that you are implying
I've got no
one
beanbag,
of the
just
cause
letting
of
you
death
know.
was the main cause of death, which
Alright, fair
is not
enough.
stated on the report.
Then just
Both causes of death
go
are stated,
somewhere,
but no
just
one
anywhere, I'll be
stated
fine, really. Just
more
presence at the moment.
Yeah, no worries.
Do you have tear gas?
Yeah, I'm not saying gas.
Yeah, up here's for the best, so we can, if we need to, we can drop it down.
Yep, no problem.
If, you're on freak 9.
Yeah, I'm on 3.9.
Cracking.
A few times this lad.
Right, the way I'm going to rule this is based on the sentence construction. Based on the sentence construction, it seems like Mr. Loveridge is stating the most serious wound first, with the secondary incidental wounds, or with the secondary wounds following after. So, I think that is what the sentence says. Well,
I would agree, Your Honour.
Defense have no objection.
Understood. Next piece of evidence, please.
Man with green hairs entering a black vehicle.
The next piece of evidence, Your Honour, is will be Papa Lima -04. Papa Lima -04 is CCTV captured in and around the area of Pillbox Hospital. What Papa Lima -04 shows.
Sorry, I've only just noticed your message, mate. I was very much focused on this. I've been a chief inspector for a while.
The defendant's
What we're on now, so I've probably been a chief inspector for 2 years at this point.
identifiable.
Not sure there's the exact record of when that was promoted. I think it was about this time, 2022, I was promoted to chief inspector. I've just held that rank since. Different departments, like, so I started off chief inspector of frontline.
Apologies, no, it doesn't.
Then I moved to chief inspector in charge of professional standards. Now I'm right. I thought it might have been with the Armand a bit because it was Nigel Armand, but yeah, I've been chief inspector for about 2 years now. Yeah.
However, for some reason, that maybe the
Yeah, how have you been, mate? I hadn't seen you about in a while.
today, the defendant takes the victim.
Yeah, that was a very long time. It feels like a long time ago, that, to be honest. So I remember having a chat about it because I was actually working for Morrison's at the time and I was sat in the van at work having the chat with you and Abraham.
From the upper pillbox parking area down to lower pillbox parking area, stopping.
Yeah, cheers. I'm well to keep it going. I managed to get myself quite a nice spot, really. So I'm not head of a division at the moment.
Down to that lower pillbox parking area.
Yeah, fair enough. It's
1 minute and 50 seconds into the clip.
I know that can be like with IRL work getting in the way sometimes.
Video can be seen.
I'll go deal with it, Sam.
It is the moment that the defendant takes a
Cole's
knife
gonna go
into his
refuel.
hand and cuts the throat of the victim.
It's weird. I find
precise timestamp there.
I find these court cases quite interesting to watch. I've had to use my deployment beanbag launcher already against the defendant for trying to punch the judge.
Defendant can be seen slitting or cutting the throat of the victim. He then leaves the victim on the floor for around 20 or so seconds. On the video, you can see a pool of blood forming under the body of the victim. Such was the loss, the blood, the loss.
Yeah, mate. So I tried to do. I'm trying to do Saturdays at 2 o'clock and go live. So hopefully I'll see you around, mate. Take care of yourself. I know work goes well for you.
At 2 minutes and 38 seconds into that video, so we're talking nearly 50 seconds later, Mr. Fisher picks up the body of the victim. Clearly on the video
Man in that green jacket,
of the
green arrows,
CCTV,
turned
you
up
can
again,
see
just got out of this
the
tornado.
blood loss on the victim is so severe that it's leaving a trail as he's walking back into the hospital.
That white Buller vehicle as well has just driven past twice
So at
in the
this
last
point
2 minutes.
in the video, 3 minutes and 28 seconds, the defendant carrying the victim re-enters the main entrance of Pillbox Hospital. Okay, at this point, this is the point where you can see the blood
Oh dear.
loss is so severe that it's leaving a trail as he's walking, as the defendant is carrying the body of the victim back into the hospital. So at this point, the defendant, to any reasonable person, has a choice to make.
Interesting. He just walks into the
The
court.
defendant could have sought medical help. But instead,
The lady on the phone who left
and for
about
some
a minute
unknown
ago
reason,
comes back to Jess Griffin, mark as possible occult membership.
the defendant carried the victim into the corridor at the back of Pillbox Hospital, ignoring any of the available help that would have been there to aid the victim at the time, and leaves him lying on the floor.
146, there's another one.
For almost 2 minutes, the victim, with the defendant stood over him, was lying in a corridor at the back of Pillbox Hospital.
Man has just ditched a rusty tornado. I see my mare with a white shirt just below where I am on the corner building. He's now running across the lawn
At
towards the main
6 minutes
entrance.
exactly on the CCTV recording, another individual arrives to the scene. At which point, the defendant picks up the victim's body, carries him back out of Pillbox Hospital through the main entrance, where both the defendant and his accomplice put the body of the victim into a car and drive away. Now, both the time when the defendant carried the body back into Pillbox Hospital, and again when the defendant carrying the body of the victim left Pillbox Hospital, there were ample opportunities for the defendant to seek medical help for the victim. At no point did he do this. And it's the belief of the prosecution that the only reason the defendant removed the body from Pillbox Hospital, put it into a car and drove away was with the intention of concealing the body from being found, and thus attempting to conceal his culpability in the crime of murder of Mr. Philip Ledbury. The prosecution rests on that evidence, Your Honour.
Right, defence.
The defense have no points to raise about the about this piece of evidence.
Very well. Okay, next piece.
Okay, Papa Lima dash. Let's probably be able to do these next two pieces of evidence together, Your Honour, if that's agreeable with yourself and with the defence. So the next Papa Lima dash 05 and Papa Lima dash 06, both MG11 witness statements.
Mental state.
Andrew Collins.
Crimes? None.
These are the events leading up to and after the arrest of the defendant on the 28th of January of this year.
First I've
The
actually
main
spent time
reason
looking around.
these statements have been included were to provide evidence relating to the somewhat lesser charges of the driving offences committed by the defendant, and also the possession of the bladed article. I trust the defence has been through the statements, and I'll leave it open to them to raise any objections they may have or any concerns that they may have with those statements.
Right. Defence. Do you have any objection to these statements being admitted together as parts of a whole?
I do not have any objections to that motion. However, I do have some points to raise about the statements themselves.
Very well.
As seen on the charge sheet, the defendant has been charged with failure to stop for police and dangerous driving. However, I believe the charge of dangerous driving is not warranted here, as there is insufficient evidence. The basis of that is that there is no description of any sort of dangerous maneuvers that the client has made that would fall far below the standard of a reasonable competent driver apart from his speed. However, speed alone is not enough for dangerous driving.
That's
Well, I
correct.
would also like to question how, despite there
R
being
versus Miller.
forces on the scene, including
Funnily enough, I
me and
did
Matthew
know that
Casey,
the
Andrew
defendant, that
Cullen, and,
Mark Miller,
according to reports,
was a police officer who I've actually
involved at
who I
least
actually
one
served
firearm in
with.
his car. How no one managed to gather any sort of body worn footage or dashcam footage from the scene.
Your Honour, I do believe that in one or both of the witness statements that are Papa Lima -05 and Papa Lima -06, there is reference to a manoeuvre where Mr. Fisher reversed the car that he was driving and spun it around. That should be considered a quite dangerous manoeuvre, particularly as it was performed in, a quite populated area of the city. And the manner of driving and the speed at which the defendant would have been driving to outpace the vehicles that were pursuing him is inherently dangerous on their own.
Speeding.
Prosecution rests.
Right, defense. Defense. Do you have anything further?
No, we don't have anything further to say.
All right, next piece of evidence.
I believe that concludes the evidence that the prosecution wishes to present, since we've already been over the medical report, Papa Lima -09.
And none of your witnesses are here?
I do not believe they are, Your Honour.
Right, that's fine.
Interesting. So I'm curious at how it's going to go
In
now.
that case, defense.
It's going for a prison sentence. It's sort of judge. It's kind of going to happen.
The defense does not have any evidence to bring forward themselves. However, I would like to question if the prosecution managed to properly notify their witnesses before calling them to the stand, as it does seem a bit unfair for us to be told there are witnesses and then those witnesses not be available for cross-examination.
You got a point.
All right, prosecution. Prosecution.
Although I would say, if you rely on the fact that you want to question the witness, they should call them as defence.
Unfortunately, none could be present today. They were informed, certainly within the last couple of days, but unfortunately, due to the timing of the court hearing, none were able to be present. In saying that, I think I'm not really sure what the defence were hoping to, how much bearing on this case it would have had. Being able to question any of the witnesses.
Stood around for too long, haven't I? It's gonna say they're inactive. I'm not. I'm observing, waiting for something to kick off. So I have to use my batting gun again.
Okay, yeah, defense.
I do believe that having the witnesses here to cross-examine would have made quite an impact on the case. We did have quite a bit of back and forth on the medical report, for example, about the exact meaning of the sentences. If the witness was here to testify, we would have been able to find out from him directly. Furthermore, we also had a bit of back and forth on the statements provided by Andrew Cullen and Matthew Casey, which could have also been clarified with the use of cross-examination.
Interesting. I would still argue that they should have called the witnesses themselves if they needed them to be present. I made it clear that they wanted to challenge the testimony.
Prosecution, are you understanding the defence's position now?
I mean, I understand their position. I can understand their frustration. Maybe that's not the correct word to use, but
yeah, that's good. So constantly making eyes for CCTV in the courthouse. So make sure there's no weapons pop up here.
There's not a lot I can do. I mean, they're unavailable. They cannot attend. Unfortunately, Mr. Loveridge couldn't be in the city this weekend, so sure, it's just there's quite there's not.
Gosh, it's floundering a bit.
I'm afraid, Your Honour. but I do understand their frustration in not having them available to cross-examine or to question the evidence points that.
No, I was in the court case. In the court case found in, did they make a point of saying that they wanted to cross-examine them? I'm sure the trial has actually been delayed in that case to allow them to be there.
Judge, I think you need a pat on the back, Judge.
I think you may need to clear your throat, Judge, or I think the mic at the stand is disconnected.
Defense, do you have anything?
We do not have any further points to raise. Thank you.
Is that recess or is that?
I don't know.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
There we are. Let's try this again, shall we?
Right. We're just getting just quickly getting a cough drop. Do excuse me. Is this better for everyone involved?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you are.
Alice is a magician.
With that in mind, does anyone have anything? Sorry, does the defence have anything further to raise or to discuss?
We do not have anything to discuss about the evidence, but I was hoping to bring in a short closing statement.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be time for closings. There will be time for closing statements in just a moment. I just wondered if you had any points to raise about the evidence.
In that case,
Okay. So close statements coming in soon.
Moving then to
After that, it'll
closing
probably
statements.
take a short recess, probably, and then it'll probably be sentencing, which is will be when it kicks off, if anything.
That we presented facts today. Facts that identify the individual in the evidence that we have presented to be the defendant. Facts that show the defendant caused the wound that ended the victim's.
I'm not sure to get a bit of a clip of this, so I will
Despite
stick a recording on.
multiple opportunities to, did not intend or did not even try to seek any kind of medical help for the victim after inflicting that wound. We believe we've shown evidence and fact that shows the defendant
I do wonder if my baton rod is still down there.
the victim from the one place that could have provided life-saving
I
treatment.
didn't expect problems to come from this end of the corridor. I expected it to be down that end, so that's wasn't really prepared for Gareth to attempt to run at the judge.
Of hiding the victim's body to conceal their crime.
Do I want to know what she just wrote? Probably not.
Okay, defence. I'm aware Mr. Fisher appears to be suffering.
Sorry, I did not.
Gary.
He appears to there appears to be a lot of blood and white powder on the table.
Oh dear, that's not good, is it?
In that case, Your Honor, do you wish for me to reserve my closing before until we can be sure that the defendant is safe?
Let's do that. Let's call for a paramedic, and we'll go from there. We will call
Good
for
luck,
a
there isn't any.
paramedic, and we'll go from there. Right. See if any of the police have advanced medical training. They have my authorization.
I'm on the way down, Your Honour.
Yeah, then someone. Yeah.
Just gonna.
Detective Constable Dent on advanced medical. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
What was fed? No way.
Okay, 1 second.
Go on, let's go check this out.
Would this be a good time to probably have a quick recess just so we can clear the courtroom for medical to be provided?
Yeah, let's take a recess. if prosecution and defence could monitor their phones, and I will text you when we're ready to continue.
Absolutely, Your Honour. We're grateful.
Certainly, Your Honour.
Leave you responsible, and hopefully that will give prosecution lead counsel time to find himself a tie.
Take him down to cells, Your Honour.
I think.
But let's.
There we go. I think it's just his face.
Not too sure if he snorted something, but he definitely slammed his head on the table, I believe.
What do you mean his face? It always looks like that.
Yeah, let me let's get this blood wiped away and we can see where there's any more blood coming from.
Oh dear me.
Alright, is it just a nosebleed? Seems to be a little bit of a nosebleed.
It sounds like the LDH has log off just before this happens. Oh dear.
Brilliant. I was going to say, have you got a bag with you?
Right,
It's
Gary, turn your head back, mate. I'm just going to put some pressure on the bridge of your nose. It's going to stop any blood coming through, right? Going to try and stop that nosebleed. There should be a baby wipe in this bag.
How's our chap doing?
Seems like somehow he managed to
Why is everyone running out? Is there a prosecution?
No, they told us to clear the courtroom for now.
Is there a court recess right now?
Proceed.
There we are. Right. Has anyone actually searched him, by the way, before we brought him into court? I'm assuming so.
I'll go double check.
He has been having a few.
Apologies, we actually saw search before I was brought to court.
I'm going to. Yeah, what did he have on him? I took 9. Actually, I think it's still gone. Yeah, I took 9 phones, a body cam, a radio. That's all I could find on him.
Okay.
And, well, he had some plastic bag, as in like plastic sheets, maybe a few oranges and apples. But I didn't find any what we would classify as other contraband on his person. We did have to swing by a clothing store so we could pick up some clothes, though.
Okay, was he monitored in the clothing store?
Oh, was there what, sorry?
Was he monitored in the clothing store?
Yes, I stood in the clothing store with him.
Okay, so where he could have gotten those drugs from?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Unless he had them, what would the proper word be?
Secreted.
Tucked away somewhere? Yes, we'll use that word.
In the magic pocket, yes.
Yes, yes.
Bag of holding.
My pat down does not usually bring me to have to pat down that kind of area.
All right.
Okay, I'll go back to make sure we keep it on him. That'd be
So,
great.
he
Way
did
about
have, so what you found? Okay, so he did have cocaine.
sounds like, from what I've been speaking to with the other officers, sounds like he might have cocaine.
I mean, you did. Okay. But you did confirm presence of cocaine, is what I mean to say. Like,
I can absolutely confirm that. I'm not a drug recognition expert.
But okay.
There is a white substance on his face.
All over his face. Okay.
That's all I can confirm.
Okay. But you didn't see him have anything in his pockets, I guess is the question I'm asking.
I haven't searched him.
Alright, no worries.
So that's why I should have asked him, was he searched beforehand?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Your Honour.
Oh, yeah, no, always
Pupils are as wide as anything. They are reacting and dilating as they should be. So you are just high as a kite right now.
1 second.
Right, anything?
He seems mostly fine, mate. He's on something, whether it's coke or speed, because his pupils they look like 2p coins. You know what I mean? They're huge. And obviously, I've just recovered a little white bag of powder off him as well. So I'm not too sure what that is.
Can we make sure that's held and tested so we could do to find out with what it is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a quick pat there, make sure he's got nothing else on him that's gonna. Oh yes, he's got a bag of another bag of processed cocaine on him.
Oop.
I'm just gonna quickly grab that. Just quickly grab the proof. There we go. I took his coke off him. That should be him fit to go back on trial as long as everyone's okay to clear him off.
Right. Do we know where he might have gotten this from?
That's a good question, mate. I don't know.
Apparently, we were searched before he came down here.
Yeah, well, it's just a bag of processed cocaine from the looks of things.
Have you filled out a search record for it?
Search record for you.
Yeah, if you could, and we'll submit it into evidence now. And
yep. No worries, I'll get that worked on.
Thank you.
It was a roadside assessment rather than a full-on.
Yeah, I mean, we took him into the solitary area, and you know.
Apologies, Your Honor,
Ours is
interrupt.
safer.
Yeah.
So my colleague in there has done search him and done medical assessment. So he's come to the conclusion that Mr. Fisher does appear to be fine as far as injuries go. He appears just to be high as a kite, was his words.
Yeah.
He's not sure if it was coke or speed. He has recovered a bag of white powder from the suspect. And he's going to be completing a search record in relation to that as well, which I should imagine will be entered into evidence.
No worries. If any of you want to further arrest him for possession or whatever, that's down to you. That's a police decision. I'm going to go let people know we are shortly to be ready to begin.
So, Your Honor?
Are they all going to need a pat down before they come back?
Apologies. I think it will be wise if they've had a chance to leave, then they could have grabbed something.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. Okay.
Dylan and Reynolds, are you still at the courthouse?
Yeah, I'm currently being kicked up by character.
Yeah, but you're all in the courthouse, yes?
Yeah.
I'm outside on City Hall.
Yeah, the judge is gonna let them all come back.
Oh, he did make it. There's my baton round.
Outside the doors, they are all gonna need a pat down again before they can come back in, just in case anyone has managed to find, secure, or otherwise something they should not have on their persons.
I've got the search record for you, mate.
Thank you.
But like I say, just,
Do you want to do them for the possession? Or not?
I thought the session had ended.
I mean, I'll go and just discuss with Andrew now and see what steps he wants to take.
Yeah, if you could please. I'll wait with Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Bunny Rabbit.
I'm hopping mad. I'm not a bunny rabbit, mate.
Do a line or a couple of lines off the desk
They
in
say
front of the
Philip
judge.
dead, but Philip in courtroom.
Pardon, mate?
Andrew.
They said Philip dead, but Philip in courtroom.
Is
judge.
I think if I you kick the judge, mate.
They're trying to take me again from the courthouse.
Judge, Philip was in courtroom.
Don't let them do that.
Denise is yelling, apparently I've got a bomb, and Karen just wants
All
to take
right, Gary. We're gonna have to get you back inside now, okay? You wanna come with us, please, mate?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to, get them to use up their.
Come on, mate. Let's hear you.
Have you had some water and stuff, Gary?
Gary, do you want some water? Do you want something to eat and drink? Yeah. Do you want to give him some? Do you have something to give him, or?
I've got a couple of smoothies on me.
Yeah, I'll just back here in case I'm needed.
Yep, no worries. All right, I'm going to pop these off you quickly, Gary, so you can have something to nibble.
Oh, no, just being cautious here, just in case.
There you go, buddy. Get it in, you, my man. Sleepy? Well.
Put it back in the sling.
Power through for the moment, and we'll.
Calm down.
Right.
What session soon?
No, it's literally starting now.
Oh, I was going to say,
Stop yelling.
me then. I was like, session. Okay, let's get you back to your seat, buddy. Just be warned, Gary just said apparently someone has a bomb.
I can't hear you, man. They're fucking yelling.
Did you not hear? They said they got bombed.
I'm listening.
Well, I kindly decline for now. If you would have offered something.
Thorough pat downs on everyone, please.
I do.
It's bingo claiming that one of the group 6 members has a bomb.
I know. Make me. No, I'm not coming anywhere.
Yeah, what is this? Is this a courthouse or a playground,
Can we
boys?
stop letting
Please.
people in without searching them?
For bingo ball.
Come on, chaps, can you give your search before you go in, please? And stick your hands up.
Yeah. I mean, there's other fellas kind of walked in, right? It's a bit sus here.
Right.
Could have weapons on them.
Yeah, you good, mate? You want to stand back from the door so I can open it? You, mate, with the red ties, just step back, please. Okay. You next. Hands up, please, fellas, so I can give you a search. Yeah, that's cracking. There you go. Okay, next. Go on. Thank you very much.
You want to pop your hands up as well to get it back? I'll search you. Speed this up a bit. Yeah, this
Fine.
one's good. Yeah, this one's
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is that Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Ooh, can I come in and watch?
You can, but I'll need to search you, mate.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, stick your hands up, please, mate.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Just go take a seat at the back when you go in, please.
Alright, cheers, no problem.
All right.
Mysterious man.
Just a random guy just walked in. Two baldy guys. Anyone?
Excuse me, you been searched yet?
Miss Lunny, a
Go on,
moment
have a
to
look.
get herself seated
Thank
in
you.
a proper place, and
In the back, like
we
two
shall
baldy
resume
Yeah,
our
cheers.
left off.
Are you letting anyone in or no one?
Just the same people who worry, but I'm just saying there's two baldy types in the back of the courthouse.
Yeah, I know.
Were they patted down and whatnot?
Yes.
Yes.
Search them.
I've been referring patting people down.
Out of the aisle to let Denise past.
Can you also tell them to stop shouting? I'm actually deaf now.
Did the bowler just walk to the car room? Yes. Yeah, bowler did just walk to the car room. It was searched. I do find it amusing the amount of people searched. It's like, right, you've got firearms on you, you've got flashbangs, you've got your warrant card, though, so you're obviously a cop. So you're clean.
Right, have a Miss Lunny. You may wish to
Ah.
sit with your co-defendant.
In the dock. Suppose I should probably switch. Oh, they've got plenty of cover at that side, don't they?
Are we ready to begin?
So, let's get my recording there from the roleplay.
Right.
Roleplay,
Prosecution,
Rockstar.
you ready?
Going?
Yes, Your Honour, yes we are.
Wonderful.
Green bar.
Yes, Your Honour.
Is that one of yous upstairs with the skull mask on?
Yes, yes. Do you believe it's
All right.
the,
In that case, we were
Sanctuary
listening
Sisters?
to defence, or we were about to listen.
Yeah, it's counter-terrorist officers.
Mr. Wen, the floor is yours.
So they get a pass.
I believe that this
All right, in a minute, mate. Take care of yourself.
has been anything if flawed. It has been rife with the prosecution themselves doubting the evidence they have brought forward. They've used the words like believed to be on the day the victim passed away on the medical, talking about the medical report. They said they cannot prove certain things. They said that they mentioned about the medical report about the probable time of death. and use words like implies throughout their statements. They've generally demonstrated that they are themselves not sure about what has happened. And if the prosecution, who are meant to be the ones proving guilt, cannot be sure of something, how can we and the judge be convinced of something happening beyond a reasonable doubt if the prosecution themselves are doubting it? That is my closing statement.
Alpha 2, let's go in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The court is now adjourned for 5 minutes while I consider the verdict.
Interesting. That's a file I've considered it already, to be honest. File I've already considered it in the last adjournment. Apparently not.
I would keep them in on this one because it won't last too long before it's back on.
So that was a short one.
Yeah, I got told that quite a lot.
Pardon?
I get told that it's short quite a lot.
Yeah, but they're just referring to your size. You are a bit on the stumpy end.
Fuck you.
No thanks, it's a bit too small.
No.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh dear. Gotta take the mick out of them somehow, don't they? Oh, horrible shot though, from here to there. A bat. What's the defendant doing in the judge's seat?
I just turned around and noticed some scarpering behind me. No, 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 no. Come on.
Oh, might have had carrots in that.
Oh dear, I always used to like patrolling Gary when he was a police officer. It's a shame he took his part-time bingo because it was a good laugh.
No Lucy today.
Wow.
No, we're not really sure what's happened to her, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay. To be fair, she went a bit AWOL last week, I think, didn't she? Yeah, it'd been a few days since I've seen her, so fair enough.
It's interesting where the other bingo members are.
No, before that, it'd been about a week.
Oh,
Before I'd seen her.
Well.
Well, maybe if we'll look, what's it looking like outside the court?
Literally nothing.
Calm before the storm, then.
Yeah, it was calm last time, and then all of a sudden it was a raining hellfire of bullets through the front door.
Yeah, it was just after the recess, weren't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
As long as we've got officers on the roof of the courthouse and opposite the courthouse.
On the other side this time, Bingle haven't left the courtroom, so...
What?
That's not true, they left in the recess, didn't they?
What do you mean?
No, but last time they fully
I
left.
am handcuffed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair point.
I don't know, I was going to say it's a bit too quiet.
Oh, I said the Q word. You don't say the Q word. It's just basic policing.
Well, you jinxed us all now by saying the Q word. Why?
Why would be serious? Bruno, are you coming to watch me strip dance today? Yeah, I'm dancing tonight.
Me.
I'm a stripper now.
Did you try? I go now.
Is this why Ronald's got like £1 million then? No, stop, Gary.
Gary!
What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on.
Help, they have me handcuffed.
You're not handcuffed. We're in recess. She's not cuffed.
See?
I'm sorry, the only thing that judge is missing is a
Welcome.
cover. I'm gonna sit here closer to you now. Just gonna annoy you.
sit back there. Thank you, Denise.
Oh, judge is back.
Okay.
Let's get back to my position of leaning.
Ready to proceed.
No.
Almost, Your Honour. Yes, I do believe we are ready now.
It's nice that on this one they've actually got the prisoners in the dock.
We're going to make... So, we are going to make the following verdict in terms of sentencing. This has been a very interesting case.
Interesting, complicated, really, because it was
filled with interesting arguments. Some legally legible, others less so. It's been, and I would like, and you know, it's been a case with lots of twists and turns, and I would like to pay credit to both the defence and the prosecution for their assiduous work in looking to get the best verdicts they possibly can for their respective parties. Now, fundamentally, the case. Fundamentally, Mr. Wen was correct in several key points, notably the burden of proof resting strongly with the prosecution. Statements like possibly and I believe and you know, qualified statements when we are talking about offences of this gravity are, to put it bluntly,
judge doesn't sound happy.
not acceptable. The standard of proof is that the standard of proof is sure beyond a reasonable doubt. The standard of is sure. And sure. Now, however, having looked at the evidence, in particular the CCTV of the footage, the prosecution, I am satisfied that the standard of sure has been met in terms of Mr. Fisher. So to that end, I am going to find Mr. Fisher guilty of the charge of murder.
Dun dun dun.
I'm going to find Mr. Fisher guilty of the charge of murder. I'm further
fair,
going
so
to
I
find
come
him
in.
guilty of the charge of contempt of court for his actions here today.
Action's going to punch in the judge.
Miss Lunny. In terms of Miss Lunny,
And Lauren's going to get off.
Somewhat more interesting case. The question of, you know, what was her involvement? What was her involvement? She helped move the. She helped move the body of Mr. She helped move the body of Mr. Ledbury. But beyond that, well, yeah, she helped move the body of Mr. Ledbury away from a place where he could get treatment. I accept, however, that she does not have, as the prosecution argued, a duty of care towards Mr. Ledbury. However, I do find that not having a duty of care to someone does not excuse you from removing them from a place where they could get the medical support necessary to sustain their life. However, there is significant evidence to suggest that Mr. Ledbury was already dead by the time he was
The one where the people were just bursting through that door at the top.
To that end, I find Miss Lunny, I do not find her guilty of murder. I do, however, find her guilty of assisting an offender and concealing evidence, and I further find her guilty of prevention of the lawful and decent burial of a dead body. In terms of sentencing,
Oh, she didn't get completely off. That's interesting.
I sentence Mr. Fisher to 10,000 months, and I sentence Miss Lunny, I believe, to. I sentence Miss Lunny to 500 months for the offences above. Any questions?
No, Your Honour.
Just sent a text
No, Your Honour.
after the sentence was read out.
Very well. These cases have been heard. This matter is sorted.
Reynolds, we need to get both of them down to the holding cell so I can get the information from the judges, and then we can get them transported and etc.
He respect the
Anthony, so you,
investigation
follow
from
me for a
some
little
sort
bit?
outside.
Gonna bring him on for the side or the front?
We're just going to take him down to the holding cell for the moment, just while I get all the information from the judge for it. But it will be the side because we have the stockade up here.
Yours.
To drag Gary Reynolds.
Stand up.
10,000.
Righty, prisoner transport time then. Get them sort to prison.
Open up the next door.
Alright, it's time to find the car.
So heads up, they just said they're going to find a car, so just be warned.
Yeah, if all the firearms lads can just get ready to mount up, we're going to provide some security for the transport when it goes up.
Wiesman just heard Karen. Oh, 1 sec. Wiesman just heard Karen say that he's going to find where the transport's gone.
I'm just going to get the report IDs from the judge, and then I'll get the van.
We know where that one is.
Side. So I'm probably going to want a few
What was that,
standing
eh?
around that side door just to give cover in case anything goes
As a
wrong.
munch. Shacks to shut, eh? See?
Yeah, no. Remember me if one, I'm going to be the outside door as well.
Public car park now, where they go, etc. Can I keep one plainclothes person inside the courthouse while this is ongoing in case they try and go through one of the doors?
Okay, you're access to the boot of the RS3 public car park. It's the woman accessing it. Yeah, eyes on. The lads in the driver's seat, out the driver's seat. CJ, outside inside, bro.
Oh, I have to say that little bum then of the door, I thought something was about to kick off.
Woman in the driver's seat, lad in the passengers.
Oh, there's two here. I was in the white one before, so I chose the white one.
Sitting around the side where you were leaving, holding the corner. They're at the southern corner of your western side exit you can use.
Do we have any non-firearms police vehicles to put a road closure on this road, please, at the side of the courthouse?
You fucking kidding me?
Traffic control. Knock off the nodes.
The car that Bingo just took out has the following plate: Charlie Hotel 03 Uniform Bravo Hotel. It's gonna be like a red Audi or BMW car.
It's now the RS3. It's just stood right outside the corner.
Oh shit, yeah.
Confirm, Charlie. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're all good. I'm just letting everyone know I'm parked in front of that RS3. I'm in the little four-door blue car. So I'll give it time when I go. Drive off.
Let's see, I've added it to the watch list.
Sam, sorry to bother you. Gary's asking for his solicitor from the coast to come down and speak.
One second.
Hi,
Sorry, mate, road's closed.
how are you doing this lovely day?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Just trying to get some new friends.
Just a police incident, man, that's all. Man? What do you call a man? I'm sorry?
Would you like to become my friend?
Not at the moment, I'm a bit busy at work.
Do you need help?
I'm good, cheers.
CG, where do you want us inside the courthouse?
Stand next to you and look over.
Just by the doors that go to
It's okay, I've
the cells.
got a few other officers here.
Oh, okay. You already have friends.
I'm just waiting on the report.
Aye.
I wish I had that many friends.
I'm sure you do, mate.
Where is that door? Is it on the exterior?
I like friends.
West side.
Yeah, if you're looking at the courthouse,
Alright,
it's to the
I'm
left.
gonna leave you. You have a
Right.
lovely day.
Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe.
Some of the occupants of the RS3 in their hands. Currently looking empty.
Where the hell did they get one of them from?
I don't ask these questions at the moment. Got bigger fish. What are they rushing after?
I think they're just providing cover in the outside in case they try to break in.
That's fair. We could do a vehicle at the other end, really, but there's no one in a vehicle to do it.
I've got a so it doesn't really help.
Pardon?
I've got an unmarked car and I don't have any road.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Most people are in unmarked at the moment.
Yeah. So you guys love locals the way they drive. Jesus Christ.
They don't drive. There are accidents waiting to happen in these locals.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull this forward a bit. Can I help you, mate? Pardon?
What's happening here?
Just a road closure, mate. Nothing you need to be concerned with. I'm sorry, you're very quiet.
Can I go through? I really need to be there.
No, mate, you'll have to go around.
Go up and then to the right and then right again. It's just
Oh
this
my God.
road
Are you gonna
here.
pay my gas? Are you gonna pay my gas bill then?
No, mate.
Fuck you.
Oh, oi, watch it, mate. It was pleasant.
Oh, people. GTR's sitting there as well.
Hmm.
RS3's gone south.
Oh, GTR's a Tesla.
That's part
Oh,
of
my
the,
eyes are bad. Alright.
in like the bay of the hospital.
Just in case he intervenes later.
Do you want me to put him on the watch list?
Already on, I think.
I'll park there, mate. Very good.
I don't think you can park there. There's your red line, mate.
I'm stopped at a red light. I mean,
Ah.
I've got you there. I've got him.
Mr. Wong, fear I'm on the watch list. I'm gonna change it now.
Riley, we're swapping call signs to CR1, by the way.
Do you have any idea how long till Group 6 will be moving them?
The judge has just given me the report number, so I'm just gonna. 1 second.
See?
Are we moving him in a stockade or are we going in the Audi that spots outside?
He'll go on the stockade. No, we'll use the stockade. So.
RS3's at the west section now, we'll be taking.
Yeah, so, if Radar will see me to go out, or do you want to grab the stockade? Bring it to them.
Bring it back now, yeah. So if somehow Denise has got her hands on a notepad and pencil, I'm not sure of the contents.
Everyone be advised, have we got individuals on the roof right now, blacked out?
Yeah, two over.
RS3 is not parked around the back of the courthouse. I'll try and get one. Did they say? Sure.
I know who is. That would be Karen.
RS3, I'll get a look at the drivers now.
It's Karen. She just texted me.
Yeah, I'm also looking at the hands.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that bit. Stockade is in.
Just get the second report number sorted out.
Road's closed, mate.
Go and get my passenger. It's literally down the road there.
You can't, mate. This stretchers are closed for the time being.
I'm losing money here, officer.
Well, unfortunately, mate, we're gonna have to keep this bit closed.
Sick policeman.
Advise you've got Benny and Karen in an Audi in front of the courthouse. Black and colour Audi, white underglow.
CR1, you receive it. Send it. Could we have you in front of the stockade for when it leaves? Just in the convoy in front of them. Just hang. What route are we taking? Very good question.
There is a motorbike that's just pulled up inside of the Audi with Karen. Looks like they are conversing.
He did mention when they were leaving about grabbing cars and following the convoy.
CR1, so I'm back up. last railing?
Shall I man back up and get off the roof?
Yeah, sure. Okay, it's the roof.
Package just left, heading south.
We have an ETA on the prisoner entering the stockade.
I believe Sam's still getting the report ID from the judge.
Mike 1 be advised, black Audi with white window closed, safety car, just a different color. Still cameras inside.
There's a 10F also in the area, or some sort of Audi R8.
As I'm driving the stockade, I'm gonna go up Hawick down towards Popular Street and then turn onto the motorway there.
You should have the Xenon.
Case of watching at the moment and waiting.
So you take a right head out of it and just follow them.
We'll follow the police on whatever route they want to take.
Sorry, I didn't know. Someone behind me just said they was waiting.
Received. Just be advised, there's looks like an Audi type vehicle north of the courthouse at the moment.
That is us. Over.
Received.
You talking about the one that's just... I'm flashing my headlights now for you.
Yes, yes, that's yes, yes.
Be advised, this is Mike 1, driving Richard Nelby with a grey leather jacket. I mean a brown leather jacket.
If you need me to go plainclothes at the prison, let me know. I'll head up there now.
Suppose I should mask up just in case.
Purple jacket has just appeared on the south side of the court here. Purple glow shoes is on the radio talk to somebody. Northwest corner.
That way, if I'm masked up and ready to go, did you have to?
Parked up outside the prison there in a silver 10F.
Just a case of sitting and waiting now. Hopefully the movement, what material to actually moving them. Just gonna be
Sure, the RS3's out. Middle of the road to your south.
Do I have an additional down here to walk them out with me, or such? Yep.
coming out any minute then. Guess we're watching and waiting now, so we've got that bike incoming, which is something. There's that bike with levers at the north side now. Can I help you, fella? Alright, just drive a bit more careful, okay? There's a junction. Zulu Mike.
Walking outside now?
15.
We are escorting them, so... No, I'm not letting you walk, you're being escorted.
Sounds like a soundtrack. Is that how I suppose how Garrett's been reacting?
Normal route to prison, yeah? Follow the...
We're following the police, yeah.
Be aware that there was a sports car parked on the freeway just after the casino exit with his lights and engines off.
To everyone, you're in front.
What's the payment? Again, and then follow us. We'll take standard route, and if there's no complaints.
Oh, that's really good light train. Yeah, it's an uphill.
Motorbikes on the radio.
We got any TAC for this?
November if we're all take TACAD. Any vehicles attempting to intercept this convoy, TC is going to be authorised to prevent loss of the prisoners or injury to others. When we get to the motorway, can we have some of the rear vehicles from rolling roadblocks to keep vehicles back, please?
Right, you got one local car and one Audi.
Local cars myself.
I received.
We're at casino now, 7 minutes.
Audi RSV is the one that pinged, that's the one that's following.
Charlie 3, we're going to move up the freeway slightly.
November if I'll take the centre lane, can we have a vehicle on the right hand lane, please, as well?
Right, head looks all clear.
Going to be a red and yellow vehicle, you're going to be passing headlights out left side.
This is us facing the wrong way.
Is a car heading the wrong way down the road?
Yeah, that's us. We've just called it out.
Just go to patch, let's fire through.
Cheers.
Be advised, Karen Smith should take the shortcut. Karen Smith should take the shortcut.
David, that's me, I'll get the gate open.
Be aware Karen is blocking the entrance. And now enter the airlock.
Right, but that's not Karen.
I'll get them out. Keep your hand. Shot.
Shots?
Yeah, we've got a shot. It's a grey 9F. It's headed south towards the city, Los Santos Freeway. We're in pursuit.
There we go. Good progress. Make it faster for us.
Charlie 3 will join them.
Progress.
Any visual on it?
Let's go up and freak, sorry, down and freak, down and freak.
It's just... Wait for them to move and open the gate when they've moved. No, keep it locked for now, lads.
Shut them out of the way if you need to.
Right, open it now. Make sure they're not behind it. In you go. Perfect. Then who shot?
9F, great. Gone down a freak.
Taking the graves and then...
Ready, how the car?
Just entered,
That's covert.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hell, as if I could hear it all the way in here.
She's got a megaphone.
She's got a megaphone. It's more sense.
Oh, that was different. Hashtag what?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'll just play the sounds line if it'll drown her out.
Oh no, you can't drown her out.
Did you hear me say on the radio? But Karen said the shark, and then someone perhaps said, "No, that's me."
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was Karen. I was right.
Yep.
Oh dear.
No, no one wants to see that.
Oh dear. Well, to be fair, that went as smoothly as I expected.
Yeah.
Actually, that went smoother than I expected. We got them here in one piece.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more resistance.
I was expecting firebombs and guns.
Yeah, that hence why I'm plainclothes.
And so I'm got up. Although I did batten someone in the courtroom.
Who did you batten?
Gary Fisher.
Fair enough then. Valid.
Officer,
Yes.
you want to support my work today?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, I'm back as a stripper.
He loves strippers. He often pays big bills for them.
Hey!
Well, at least
True.
I'm doing that instead of terrorism right now.
How are you doing anyway?
Me? Surviving. It's always...
Fair enough. I know that feeling.
Huh?
I know that feeling.
It's failing. It's failing a lot, you know. It's failing. My
Well,
life
you're
is
alive.
failing.
You're alive, so it can't be feeling that badly.
Well, I'm alive for now.
And now.
Never know my next move.
Right, they're all booked in.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Was it?
Are the police still on this freak?
Yes.
Yeah. They're both processed in. They'll just need their reports convicting, I think. So it's like, obviously it's 466 at the minute, so it's report number 12 and 13 at the end.
November uniform, that's been sorted.
I believe we're all done and dusted then.
Proceed.
Yeah, Golf though will just remain at prison for now, keeping an eye on the pair of them, make sure they don't get up to any trouble.
Remember there's a storm in 10 minutes.
Good point, I will go park up the stockade.
November uniform, I'm going to deassign, head back to mission row. Well done guys, that went smoother than we expected.
Yeah, it did. I really expected some resistance on the transport.
Firearms and firebomb is what I was expecting.
But yes,
So
cheers for
we'll
that,
be one
and
decided.
on to the next time.
Yep. November uniform, switching back to frequency 3. November uniform of frequency.
November 3-1 on 3.
Oh. I'm not actually signed into a dispatch. Oh dear.
An officer down as well.
Okay,
just
panic.
lads for your awareness. Panic resolved, 2 shot.
I'm still going to attend. Once I'm nosy. And at the 6 o'clock restart, I think I'll end the stream there. What? 2 hours 45 minutes run stuff, and I'm sorry most of it's not been me not talking. I've just been focusing on the. That's always on that court case because I find them interesting to watch, to be honest. Well, I don't usually stream them, but
that was trying to somewhat help them.
just because of the time it was.
The ninjas just just left Hustler's car park. Just not involved, mate. No. Just not involved. No, he was just trying to run a circle and, like, facing him, that's all.
Yes, coming in right
And blue lights in first person can be quite daunting.
Was it Black Ninja? The Black Ninja was trying to pick this guy up.
If we have enough for units, that's going to stop
I
him.
think there's currently a Black
You
Ninja
can't,
at
you
south
can't pick
entrance
someone up on that ninja, so one to see you.
Were they assisting anyone?
In what?
Or the people over were chasing them?
Okay, has he hit anyone?
That's what I'm asking, Scott.
I think as I know then.
Wow,
Ninja.
this face is a little toxic.
Did I handle all treat now? You're right.
I'm all good now, I've got a couple of others here.
Okay, sound.
You all good here?
Yes, all good, all good.
Cracking. Right, I'm going to go return my gear then in a bit.
No worries, all right, mate. Cheers for your help.
What help? I've literally done nothing. Oh dear. I don't like having a bit of fun sometimes. Alright, that explains it. It was found. I was wondering why you got a blacked out car there. Thought it was the suspects. Apparently not. So there's a new control which is move throttle, which does this, which I'm not sure what is it meant to do. Is it meant to just make it so you're not revving the nuts off it every time you accelerate? It just feels to me like I'm stalling. Yeah, I'm accelerating slowly, but yes, the point, like, there we go. See, now I'm revving the hell out of it again. The stall, past 50 and I'm revving. I don't know, I wish I knew what I did. Yeah. I might ask it on the forums as a question. What the purpose of the small throttle thing is. So like I said, see, it sounds like it's stalled. I'm actually accelerating, but it's not. It's very bizarre. Any ideas? Smooth throttle? I'm just making nice and quiet when you try to accelerate at least. And then we're back at the nick. So, the restart's going to be happening in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it there, I think. Like I said before, sorry it wasn't the... I've crashed. What an interesting time to have a crash. So, like I said before, thank you very much guys for watching. Sorry it was mostly me being quiet and watching the court case. I was really interested in what was going on. Hopefully next week when I do this, I'll be able to be a bit more talkative and we'll actually get some more action in other than me beanbagging someone in the middle of the courtroom. Right, so as usual, I hope you have a very nice day. Oh yeah, before I disappear as well, new video.